Blaine McAllister. Number 20, Logan Gibbons. Number 24.
Love It Football is brought to you by the Love It Linebackers, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, Center State Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy, when you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA, here for Atlanta, here for good. And by ESC Networks.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Conley Oakley Field here on the riverbanks of the Chattahoochee River, and we're here for Friday Night Football between our Love It Lions. We're facing off against a 4A classification opponent from the Mary Persons Bulldogs. Going to be a tough one tonight. I'm joined by class of 2023. Bennett Cowenberg is going to do color commentary for us. Bennett, what do you think for tonight? Going to be a tough one, huh?
Yeah, I do, but I recall from last week it was a 5:30 game out in the dead heat of the turf at Grady Stadium, and I think the boys are really going to like today. It's cloudy, sun's going down already. It's going to be a lot cooler.
Yeah, that's going to be a blessing for these guys for sure. And now we're going to get to the invocation. Give it my Love It senior vestry warden and baseball player, Robson Harbor.
Players healthy throughout the game, and that you bless the coaches, trainers, officials, cheerleaders, and fans tonight. Thank you for giving us a great night for some football. In your name we pray. Amen.
And now tonight's national anthem is being sung by the Love It senior, Caroline McPherson. Love It Cub Scout Pack 304 will be raising the colors.
At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem, performed by senior Love It singer members Caroline McPherson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rapids we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, falcons bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, what an amazing job again, week after week, this talented group of singers. That was Caroline McPherson, class of 2020, singing another wonderful rendition of our national anthem as we get closer and closer to football here on the Riverbank. Game 4 of the 2019 season. It is Friday the 13th. Bennett, why don't you tell us a little bit about last week's game? It was a 39-8 win versus Best. And can you give us a little recap on that, what stood out to you, and a good solid win for the Lions?
Yeah, so I could tell from the start that Muschamp was looking to run the clock, as he knew we had a hard game this week coming up versus Mary Persons. So we ended up closing out the second half pretty confidently.
Yeah, they jumped out to a big halftime lead too, right?
Anderson Beaver, especially the freshman, he did a great job keeping the ball in play.
Nice.
To keep the clock rolling, and that's something you don't see from a freshman very often. So that was really cool to see.
Well, unfortunately, we'll remind you last week that Mary Persons kind of took it to us, maybe like we took it the best last year. Very talented Mary Persons Bulldogs in 4A classification. And let's take a moment. Maybe we can get to our starting lineups here. We'll start with the defense. Bennett will take it away.
We have Luke Wall, Tom Bethea, and Carter McIntosh. We have freshman Anderson Beaver, senior Mike Valls, sophomore Stevie Bracey, senior Cole Peisowitz, and senior Ritter Wyndham. We also have junior Colin Goldberg, senior Aiden Camillo, and junior Andrew Pinkston.
Those are your defensive guys. Now let's take a look on the offensive line. What do you got over there, Bennett?
We have sophomore Will Stemmel, senior Tom Bethea, junior Grant Turner, senior Tebow Brooks, and senior Luke Wall. Again, we're going to have senior Mike Valls. We're going to have senior Blaine McAllister, quarterback for tonight, and senior Henry Berry. Receivers for today are going to be junior Colin Goldberg, junior Charlie Hulk, and sophomore Logan Gibbons. Specialists for today's game are Aiden Camillo, Stevie Bracey, Henry Berry, Charlie Caldwell, and John Russ.
Well, I got a few changes in starting lineup. I know there's a couple of injuries, so we'll be without some guys we're used to seeing. But one good thing about Coach Muschamp and this coaching staff for the Lions is they get guys ready to play every week, and we play a lot of guys, and the 2 and 3 deep looks like we'll test a couple of new guys out. Again, we're here on the Riverbank, Friday the 13th, Lions' 4th game of the year. It's not quite as warm as it was last week, Bennett. We played in the 5:30 game, and it was one of the hottest games probably ever played.
Yep, zero clouds out there too.
5:30. It's a little more overcast tonight. Still a little warm, but as the sun sets to the west over there across the river, it'll feel more like Friday night football here, and not summer practice like we've been used to this whole season so far. Well, Mary Persons, again, one of the more talented teams will play, probably a little more in the style of the Marist team we saw a couple weeks ago. Fast, physical, well-coached. Got some specialists on the outside at running back and receiver that are going to be weapons for them, and their quarterback is quite good as well. And we saw their defense just fly around last year in a very lopsided game. The Lions, unfortunately, were on the receiving end and the losing end of that. We're waiting for both teams to come out. The Lions, looks like captains are walking down the field at this time. It looks like we'll get those captains for both sides as we get closer and closer, about 6.5 minutes away till kickoff here on the Riverbank. Yeah, captains now making their way down from locker rooms as we'll get ready for a coin flip.
And as this game starts to get more full in the stadium, you see the neon from the Love at Home side over here. Neon is tonight's theme.
Nice.
If you couldn't tell. You're starting to see more freshmen come to these games as well. At the start of the season, didn't really show up, but now they're all into it.
We're getting closer and closer to kickoff here on the Riverbank. Lions taking on Mary Persons. Mary Persons Bulldogs. If Richard were here, he could tell us the route to get to Mary Persons and how long it would take with or without traffic, but unfortunately Richard's in court. His trial lasted a little longer this week, so we'll miss Richard. Hopefully he'll be back next week. As we see captains coming to midfield, let's see if we can get Mary Persons captains here in a minute. The spotter's going to have a tough time tonight with these uniforms, you can already tell. Looks like one captain for Mary Person will be number 38, senior Logan Matthews. Another captain will be big number 70, an offensive lineman, a senior Travis Webb. Looks like a third captain will be a senior wide receiver linebacker, DeMarcus Cleveland. And the fourth captain for Mary Persons, the Bulldogs, will be a senior wide receiver running back, Prince Lawrence. Lions captains coming out to midfield as we're going to have a coin flip will be senior quarterback Blaine McAllister. Joining him will be linebacker running back senior Henry Beery. Season-long captain on the offensive and defensive line will be big senior Luke Wall. And joining him as our fourth captain will be our outstanding defensive lineman, Tom Bethay. Referees and assistants giving instructions out there, handshakes being exchanged by the Lions and the Bulldogs. A little lengthy instruction here. Always wonder what they're saying down there. Everybody knows the rules, I think, at this point.
Yeah, you think they'd get used to it by now.
Maybe it's about each referee's staff being a little different. So we'll get a coin flip here. We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. Down to the right here towards the river, we see Mary Persons, their team, which is a large number of players coming onto the field, and they've got some big boys.
Oh, yes. Compared to last week, the Best Eagles, they only had, I think, 21 players on their roster.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference tonight.
That was an ongoing fight all week, was to actually get a roster, but that's a story for another day. And now we'll get a coin flip. And it looks like Mary Persons wins the toss and they defer, so the Lions will get the ball and go on offense to start this game. And we're going to need some offense, Bennett, to beat this talented Mary Persons Bulldogs. We're going to need to get some turnovers. Any other key things that you can think of for the Lions to get a win here tonight?
I think McAllister's going to have to show up tonight. I saw him warming up earlier down by the field over there. He was looking comfortable with the ball, and I just hope it stays with him for the rest of this game. Yeah,
you'll probably need him to play more like he did in that amazing Greater Atlanta Christian win that we won in overtime, scoring all those unanswered points and getting 2-point conversions. But yeah, I think the Lions' defense, too, will probably need to get a turnover or two. And you see the Lions come through their banner. We're just minutes away from Friday night football here on the Riverbank. Band of brothers over there, as you see the flag. Oh, you can't see it right now, but it's in there. Mary Persons bursts through there. Cool banner. Yellow and black, or maybe gold and black Bulldogs. Yeah, we're about ready for action. You'll see Mary Persons, and they're all white with the black numbers, gold helmet. Lions will be in their white breeches and their blue tops and blue helmets.
And Ward, taking it back to that game against GAC, I think Muschamp was very pleased with the ending, as we had that great comeback, but I think he's going to want to start this game off right.
Yeah, and that third quarter, the GAC just came out, and they're still, Coach Muschamp, every year, it's remarkable how well there's a week-to-week improvement. And though this is going to be one of the tougher games on the schedule, there's an expectation to get better every week, and this one certainly is no doubt. And, even though, like you said, the win against GAC, we really struggled in that third quarter and gave up a bunch of points, and that put us behind the stick, so to say, and, had to go for a comeback. Let's go down, take it down to the sideline. Grace Schneider on the field. Grace, what do you got?
Here at the Riverbank on this Friday the 13th. The student theme for tonight is neon, and we're super excited to see the students decked out in bright and flashing colors. We can't wait to see how this game against Mary Persons will unfold tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Grace. Great job. Great reporting all year long. Like pros down there, Bennett. Man, you guys catch on quick up here in the box, down here and down on the field, camera crews. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a production.
Well, let's see. The Mary Persons is going to kick off tonight. Lions will go on offense. And we're ready for football. Mary Persons kicks it off deep, but returnable. Right, no, they called it crossed over. That kick was by Julian Rivera, senior kicker. He's got a nice leg, as you can tell. We were backed up deep with Beery and a few others, but that's going to be a touchback, so the Lions will start it at the 20. McAllister, senior Blaine McAllister, will be out at quarterback. The Lions will start out on offense. Again, this Mary Persons defense is fast and furious, and they got some big boys up front. Lions will start out in the shotgun like they do most of the time. Blaine has got a flank fullback, sets a guy in motion. We're to hand it off. No, Blaine's going to keep it. He's going to get yardage off that left side. Good blocking up front. He's going to get 6, 7. They're going to spot that just a yard short of the first down. So
you see
a 9-yard gain on the keeper by just the zone read there. Adrian Hughley, junior defensive back, had to come up, and Lions are in tempo here. We got an offsides penalty on the second play or a timeout. There's the flag. So a hard count on second and short. That's the first one of those tonight. Usually end up with about 3 or 4 of those on a good night. Spotter's telling me that linebacker on the right side, number 87, Andre Jackson, a senior, jumped off. So that'll be a first down for the Lions. 9-yard gain by Blaine, and then the penalty gets a first down.
Ward, you're already seeing the trickery from Muschamp. As even we, the commentators, we thought McAllister had handed it off, but he just went right
good
through.
fake there. We'll go shotgun again here. 1st and 10. Blaine's going to act like he's going to pass and try to run a draw off to the left side, and that was defended well by the Bulldogs. Big number 91, a huge, giant defensive lineman. Jalen Germany was first in there. Also, looks like Lamont Jones, a linebacker, off his edge. We tried to do a little delay, like we were going to throw over to the right. We pulled our right guard over to the left and tried to run it over there, but Mary Persons defended it well, and that's about a 4-yard loss. We'll go shotgun on 2nd and 14. Mary Persons wants to blitz. We pick it up, throw over to the sideline. So it's that Mary Persons sideline. We're going to complete it over there. And that's going to be a nice gain on 2nd and long. And that was Charlie Hope, number 15, on the catch. It got shoved out of bounds over there by that Mary Persons sideline by Adrian Hughley. So it's 3rd and we'll call it 3rd and a long 3 here. Lions go hard count, look back to the sidelines, get a audible. We'll put that fullback in motion now, bring a tailback back up behind Blaine, and we're going to hand it to the tailback. That's Beery. He jumps outside, gets hit once, moves his legs, gets hit again. That's going to be really close. It's going to be the line to gain was a long 3. Let's see where they spot that. They might want to measure that, Bennett. That was Julian. No, check that. Adrian Hughley again on the tackle for Mary Persons. What are they going to call here? He's awfully close. Richard is the eagle eye when he does play-by-play. He's 100% accurate on these. I'm not going to even attempt. But they do have 4th down on the stick over there on the far sideline. So it's 4th and I would say probably half a yard at most, and Lovett's going to call timeout. Our first timeout of the night comes with 9 minutes and 52 seconds left. No score in this game. Lions are having a 4th down decision that they're going to face early here in this first quarter. It's a pretty big decision early on. You know Muschamp likes to gamble, Bennett, so you think he'll go for it, right?
I think so.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Early on here, first quarter action. No score, Lions' first drive of the night. And that'll give us a chance to tell you about Richard's favorite place on the Lovett campus is the campus store. School is back in session, and Lovett campus store is fully stocked with brand new Lovett Spirit gear, gifts, and supplies. Their prices are always lower than retail. There is no sales tax, and all proceeds go back to the school. You will never lose when you shop at the campus stop. Their hours are Thursday, 7:30 to 4, and Friday, 7:30 to 3:30. That's Monday through Thursday. Yeah, Spotter's saying we thought we'd try a hard count there early, but maybe we just were shifting around. We might try it here, or we might just do a quarterback sneak. We'll see. Lions 4th down. McAllister understood, and there was the hard count. They tried for it. Great call. Didn't work as multiple people shifted. And we'll just go right up the gut, follow center block, and that's going to be easy first down. So a nice little drive brewing here. That's a first down. 2 first downs now as McAllister got all the way up to the 46. And that was big 85. DeMarcus Cleveland from his linebacker spot making the tackle in the second level. Lions will line up shotgun here, 1st and 10. 46-yard line. We're going to throw a little screen outside. That's complete. Great block on the edge there. Looks like Beery on the catch. Good positive yardage. Very well blocked on the edge to spring that. And that was tackled by William Stewart from his linebacker spot. That was a great block on the edge there, wasn't it, Bennett? Spring that play. With just a little slot receiver blocks for the tailback who's in the flats out there, and that got, we'll call it 4.5. He got up to the 50, so about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. McAllister in shotgun. Low snap. McAllister's going to roll right, find a receiver here towards the Lovett sideline. That was Logan Givens, the intended receiver, and that went right through his hands. Strike thrown there by McAllister. I don't know if Logan, did he look like he might have dropped his head to try to run before he caught that?
Yeah, he did. But McAllister had a good recovery.
Yeah, bad snap, right? So that'll bring up a 3rd down for the Lions. Had a couple of those tonight. Late substitutions. Looks like the officials have stopped the clock here. Not sure why. I don't see a flag. Bennett, do you see? I don't see a flag. I don't know if this is just a referee's timeout to get the right spot or somebody's injured.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't see a flag either.
Looks like the Mary Persons coach said something to the side judge over there, which caused him to stop the clock. Say something to the head official. Looks like they've sorted it out now. Lions got the right personnel in on 3rd and about 6. They got to get past the 44-yard line, just nose of the ball past the 44. Lions are in a shotgun set here. So often look over to the sidelines to adjust our blocking. Fullback there in the slot, right up off the tackle. We're going to run a fake out to the right in the flats, and then we'll throw complete over the middle. That's going to be a 1st down for the Lions. Great throw and catch there. That was Logan Givens, back to him. After he just had the miss, Lions will go hurry up. That tackle was made by DJ Martinez, but a strike by Blaine McAllister all the way to the 38-yard line. Lions territory, 1st down on that 3rd down play. Beautiful throw right there.
Yeah, we said at the start of this game that McAllister's going to have to be on it. And so far he started out well.
Yeah, good start. 1st down pass there, trying to throw the little screen out to the flats was deflected. They had a good rush. Good rush up on that right side. We had a tough time blocking Thomas Warren, a linebacker. He deflected that. I don't know if we would have gotten any yardage if we caught it, so it might be a blessing in disguise. Looks like they flooded that right side of their defense over there, our left side, and it goes incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Quickly out of the huddle here. Good drive, opening drive here. 8 minutes, 28 seconds left. No score. Another bad snap. Blaine holds that. Then he goes out to the right, gets a great block, and he kicks inside. Blaine McAllister all the way down inside the 25, a 1st down for the Lions. He got to the 23-yard line. Another shoestring tackle there as Blaine running hard. You see the replay. Wyatt Curry on the shoestring tackle. Great block there by Logan.
You know, even though, Ward, we just started this game, you can see the trust Muschamp puts in his players, and they reciprocate it as we go back to the 4th and 1 over there. He gambles, but he trusts his players to get it done.
Yeah,
and
good.
So far they have.
Good blocking on that by the right side of the offensive line. Luke Wall, mainstay over that right tackle spot. Blitz off the left side of the line. Blaine dodges that. He's going to just throw it away smartly. Boy, that could have been a low late hit. There's a flag over here on the right. Clock will stop on that. It was an incompletion. Blaine did a great job to just avoid the blitz and actually try to make something out of that play instead of a negative play. Got 2 flags. I think they might call that late hit, Bennett, over there on the sideline. Blaine got hit really low and late when he threw it away. We've also got another flag over here. I have no idea what that one might be. Let's check it. No score here. 1st quarter. Head referee coming to the middle of the field. We're backing up, so I guess that's, they said maybe intentional grounding. I don't know if we had a receiver in the area. It's a loss of down, so it'll be like a sack. So that went from nearly bad to good, and than to really bad. So it's almost like we got a sack. So the ball will be spotted back at the 30. And that's going to be about a 2nd and 18. Line to gain is a 13-yard line. We're at the 30, so maybe about 17. Lions go shotgun again. Beery to his right, McAllister's right. Fake it to Beery. We run the wheel route, and that was wide open, but defended nicely by Mary Persons on the batted ball. God, we had the wheel route wide open, like we're going to block, and that was big number 39, the second time tonight. Thomas Warren, a junior linebacker, has gotten his hands. He's kind of just spying Blaine's eyes, Bennett, and he's done that twice now on this drive. Yeah. So third down, 3rd and long. Maybe 4 down territory here. If we can get something on it, we're going to try to run the tunnel screen again. It was batted away but completed, but that's going to go for a loss. Boy, this Mary Persons team is the 3rd time they've gotten their hands up. That was Lamont Jones on the tackle, and big number 87, Andre Jackson, batted that ball down. That was the 3rd pass breakup or batted ball. And that'll be 4th down for the Lions. 4th and long, 4th and about 20 almost, maybe 21. So we'll bring our punter on.
You know, Ward, towards the as we get to the middle of this first quarter, we're starting to see lightning come in.
Oh, really? That's not good news because
yeah,
those detectors go off very easily. We don't need any of that. So we'll line up in the punt formation. Snap is good. Right at about the 50, a flag comes in on the sideline. That might be a formation penalty. We're going to try to down this ball in the end zone, and it rolls right through. A low wobbly kick. It bounced straight forward. We had guys down there. You know, coaching staff wanted to pin that somewhere inside the 20. If that's a procedure penalty, I wonder if Mary Persons will decline it, take the ball. We're going back, keeping our punt team on the field, thinking we might repunt it, but I think Mary Persons is going to decline this because they're bringing their offense out on the field. So a promising drive ends poorly with the intentional grounding call, then a knockdown pass, then a completed pass for a loss, and then we punt it to the end zone. So Mary Persons will take over at the 25. No score, first quarter. Again, Mary Persons out of the 4A classification, so significantly bigger school, making the trip up here to Lovett as we went down there last year. And they're very well coached. They're going to go shotgun, hand it off to that tailback off the right side. Might get a yard or two. Well defended by the Lions. Left side of our defense. Tackle was made by senior linebacker Mike Valls. Boy, that's some big offensive linemen, huh, Bennett?
Yeah, and you see with their defensive line, too, they just have a big pool of players to choose from. They choose the biggest.
Big left tackle looks about 6'6". They'll go shotgun with like a triple back set. They'll send a guy in motion. Looks like they're going to false start. Flags thrown. Yep, it's a false start. I think that left tackle and the receiver split out to the left moved once they had one guy in motion. Can't have two guys, so a procedure penalty, that'll back it up. He got about a yard and a half, too, on that first play, so the 5-yard penalty will make it about 2nd and 13. Lions showing blitz up the middle in the A-gaps. Now they pull back. Same set for Mary Persons. They're going to run like an option. The quarterback, kind of a speed option with blockers out to the left over there, but he kind of cut it back up right off his guard. Not much room there. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Yeah, host of Lions there on the tackle, led by Tom Bethay and Carter McIntosh and Cole Peisowitz. That was well defended.
Yeah, and this Lovett defensive line is following the play very well.
Yeah.
You can tell.
That speedy quarterback didn't have much room there. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 here for the Bulldogs. Send a man in motion to the right, and he turned early. But they didn't call it. And the throw was low, and it was caught. but he falls down right on the play, so the Lions look like they're going to 3 and out on defense. That's a great sign. This Mary Persons offense last year was nearly unstoppable. So they must have graduated a bunch of guys from last year's team. So a completion to the right over there, a short gain, just a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 4th and 9, and Mary Persons will line up to punt. Snap is good. No rush by the Lions, and we're going to play return. And we're going to catch it over at that left side, about the 39-yard line. A good little return. Nice blocking. Lions will have good field position. That was Wyatt Curry on the tackle. And Colin Goldberg on the return there. Nice little shifty gain as he got about 6 or 7 yards on the return. We'll have good field position at the 45-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. 4:43 left. Well, Bennett, we're going to keep needing to get positive yards on first down, second down, so we don't run into those third and longs, right? That makes it difficult.
Yeah, it does for the team. But it's a good first quarter so far for the Lovett Lions. You see their first drive. They got, I think, to the
yeah, we got down to the
person's 20,
before
I think,
the penalties.
around the 20.
It got us.
And we held them there.
A
So,
stoppage here. Oh, goodness. Lightning delay.
Looks like it.
I guess the little trigger went off. We've seen it off to off towards SunTrust Park over there. Off to our right.
Yeah, and you can tell it was just rolling in.
That's
Hopefully it passes
towards
over
the north
soon.
over there, but that's not what either team wanted. That's not what these announcers wanted.
I'm going to check the radar
no
for us real quick.
score, 4:43 in the first quarter. Now you've got to wait at least 15 or 20 minutes, I think, before you can give the all clear. Do we have the lightning delay show queued up? This is where Richard's really good because he can tell stories from his time at Lovett.
So I'm looking at the radar right now, Ward, and I'm seeing it's supposed to pass by close by us, but it's not. We're not supposed to get the worst of it.
So we just saw another strike off to the north there. But we were off to a good start. Got a couple of first downs in 3 plays. I think we had 3 or 4 first downs on that first drive, excuse me. And then we bogged down with the intentional grounding penalty, the near sack, batted balls. We had to punt, but Lions hold Mary Person to 3 and out, and that's where we stand right now with a lightning delay. Well, stay tuned as we'll send a Twitter update if we have any information on when we're going to be back on, as we're going to be in a lightning day, so stay tuned. We're going to go silent here. And, again, follow us on Twitter, and we'll send out some updates when we get them. Again, lightning delay here at the Riverbank. No score, 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this first quarter.
Lovett Football is brought to you by the Lovett Linebackers, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, Center State Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy, when you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA, here for Atlanta, here for good. And by ESC Networks.
Greetings, Lions fans. Here we are back on the riverbank on a Saturday, a rare Saturday matchup to continue last night's game against Mary Persons. We will be beginning the game part of the way through the first quarter. There is 4:43 left on the clock. Lovett will have the ball at their own 45-yard line. We have a very bare bones crew today for the broadcast. I am John Jarakitis. I am the only one in the booth right now with a Lovett legend currently. Let's see if I can switch. Couple Lovett legends. 3 Lovett legends right now. Let's see if I can't switch this. We have an empty crew today. We've got Tommy Wiggs up top, me and Steve Franks on the inside. You can see us here. These are our only 2 camera angles. Let me switch them for you. We got Tommy's up top, which will be our main feed as per usual. And we have a press box feed right here, which for all of your sakes, we will not be switching to very often. And the Lions have just taken the field, and Coach Muschamp, Coach Franks, do you happen to know the coach's name for Mary Persons? Is that on the roster there? Brian Nelson and Coach Muschamp are meeting at midfield to discuss I'm not sure what, but I imagine there are some unique things that need to be discussed on a game like this where you're picking up in the middle of the first quarter. But before we start here, let's try and run through the very beginning of last night's game.
Boys up front. Lions will start out in the shotgun like they do most of the time. Blaine has got a flank fullback, sets a guy in motion. We're to hand it off. No, Blaine's going to keep it. He's going to get yardage off that left.
Oh, well, that's not working. That's what happens when you have a bare bones crew. We should be showing all these plays in order here. Bare bones crew, of course, being just me.
Yeah, good fake there. We'll go shotgun again here. 1st and 10. Blaine's going to act like he's going to pass and try to run a draw off to the left side. And that was defended. We'll go shotgun on 2nd and 14. Mary Persons wants to blitz. We pick it up, throw over to the sideline.
Lovett managed to drive the ball into Mary Persons territory for the first drive of the game last night, but a intentional grounding penalty held him back, and we ended up having the punt.
Go right up the gut, follow center block.
The game is just beginning now. We ended up having the punt, which landed in Mary Persons' end zone. Oh, Henry Beery with a nice long run there. And if I'm not very fast on calling what's happening in the game, that's just because I'm running around here. There's a lot going on. The music was still playing for the first play on the PA system. Jamie Palmer says, we're just winging it here. The only people not winging it, I think, is the Lions. McAllister's going to keep the ball and rumbles ahead to the middle of the line of scrimmage for about 15 yards there. Looks like he's got it down at about the 12-yard line.
Number 16, McAllister for the game.
Good news is my halftime promo segment just finished downloading to my flash drive. I can get that ready for y'all at halftime so I can take a 10-minute break there. McAllister waits for an audible coming from the sideline. Totally missed that play. Just trying to get organized here.
Number 16, Glenn McAllister for the carry. Taken down by number 39, Thomas Moore. 2nd and 6.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 from, let's see, about the 9-yard line, 8-yard line. McAllister waits for another call in from the sideline. Steps back to pass, fires to the right side of the end zone. Is caught for a touchdown by Logan Givens. Nice zip ball in there on a little slant-looking route to Logan Givens for the first score of the game, which began last night, of course. And now Henry Beery will line up for the extra point attempt. Snap's good, kick's good. So it's 7-0 here, Lovett, with the first drive of Saturday, but their second drive of the game officially. Lovett started with the ball on their own 45, I believe. Drove it 55 yards for the score. Picking up pretty much where the offense left off last night. Until a few penalties held them back. Oh, is it not working? I'll fix that. Stand by while the scoreboard gets realigned here, and hopefully we can get the correct score for you. Oh yeah, we lost the connection to the scoreboard, all right. Just had to hit that old connect button. This is what it's like behind the scenes, y'all. Just a mishmash. Beery's going to kick it away here to Mary Persons. Ball rolls to about the 5. And they got quite a seam here on the right side. Not sure what number is that. What is that, number 4 it looks like for Mary Person? Adrian Hewley, it would appear. Correct, I've got my spotters up here, Betsy James and Steve Franks. That are a big help. We would have had the wrong score graphic up there for you if Coach Franks didn't have his monitor in front of him to correct it for me. So please send your thanks to him, because there is no way I would have ever caught that. Considering I'm running around up here. Mary Persons begins at their own 33 here. Gonna fake a handoff. Quarterback keeps it, shakes out of the tackle, and looks like Anderson Beaver, I believe, brings down Malik Harris after about a 1-yard gain or so. Looked like he had a little more room there at the beginning of the play than he ended up having. And Beaver was able to track him down for only a 1-yard gain. Waits back in the shotgun, Harris does, and he's waited too long. Goes down for the sack.
Carter McIntosh did a great job of making him squeeze under him.
McIntosh. We got Carter McIntosh on the sack there. 6'1", 188. I needed a few of his 188 when I was his age. I had the height, but just needed a little bit more. Here's back in shotgun on 3rd down here. Stepping back for a little screen, dumped off here. Wrapped up pretty quickly. Who's that, Ritter Wyndham, it looks like? A screen attempt there to William Stewart for a gain of only a couple. And Mary Person is going to have to punt it again second time this game, but first time today. And we'll send Colin Goldberg back there to receive the punt. ball is away to Goldberg, and he's got a little seam there. A little short punt, not quite enough time to set up the blocking, but Goldberg got what he could get out of it. Trip Moore for Mary Persons punted it from about his own 21 to Lovett's 40-yard line there. And Goldberg was able to bring it forward, give us a little 9-yard cushion there on the punt. So they'll have it right at about midfield. As another call comes in on the sideline there, I see Coach Moak doing all kinds of hand signals that I would never remember. Probably didn't exist when I was here 10 years ago. McAllister in shotgun. Fakes the handoff and gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's there in the backfield with him. Not sure if he had the option there to hand it off to Vols or whether that was the play all along, whether he was reading for his own option or whether that was the play call. As Andrew Pinkston checks out of the game and Beery replaces him.
Go, 15 seconds.
So 2-back set, except Beery splits out to the left here. McAllister back alone in shotgun, fires it down the sideline towards Goldberg, and it's a little overthrown. He had a step on his man there, DJ Martinez. But I wouldn't be surprised. It was a little overthrown. But if Goldberg was there, I wouldn't be surprised if the sun had a little more effect than it normally does during a game, seeing as this kicked off at 5 today and the sun's a little lower, a little more chance of glare. I know Tommy's having a hard time up there seeing with the camera. Not used to being in this much heat. Essentially the same set as last time, except Beery checks over behind McAllister and takes the handoff. And he is not able to get around the man that Vols was locked up with there. So the punt team comes back out.
You got the quarter, you got the quarter. Tell Mike you got the quarter.
If you hear another voice there, it's because I set the microphone just outside our little press box window here. And I'm picking up a little bit of Jamie Palmer there, which I know you all enjoy. All of you listening. Also dangerous. Got to be quick on the muting the mic out there. See if we can't read one of these promos here that's usually on the format here. But let's see. Lovett Parent Association. The Lovett Parent Association is the organization dedicated to promoting volunteer interest among parents in support of the school and engaging in activities promoting the enrichment of all students, faculty, and staff. There are many opportunities, small and large, for you to make a positive impact. Visit the Lovett website to become involved with the LPA today. That's technically supposed to happen after the first time out, and it happened today after the end of the first quarter. But that's the kind of broadcast we're bringing you. Aiden Camillo sends a punt about 40 yards to Mary Persons' 18-yard line or so. So we'll set up shop there. Harris takes the ball in shotgun, hands it off for just about a first-yard gain, about 10 yards there to William Stewart. Cole Pizewitz on the tackle there. Harrison, a little pistol set here. Looks like he's handing off to Stewart again around the right side. Only gets about a yard this time, not quite as successful.
Carter did a pretty good job. He wasn't too high. And we had a linebacker in.
Tell you, I got to monitor the outside audio as well for the mic I put out there because I want to have that natural sound, the crowd noise, which we don't usually have. But in doing that, I've got to hold the headset mic like I'm holding a regular stick mic, and I've got quite an echo in my ear here. Harris is faking the handoff, rolls to the right, and throws it a little bit behind Adrian Hewley there. Looks like Ritter Wyndham was on the coverage, I believe.
Defended by number 2, Ritter Wyndham. 3rd and 8.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 here for Mary Persons 31. Back in shotgun alone. Harris just gets the pass off with pressure from Cole Pizewitz and overthrows his man there. Pass was intended for DJ Martinez there, number 9.
I got it.
Thankfully, I can hear the PA sometimes a little bit, and then, you know, all that stuff I miss, I can cheat, use that. You can probably hear it on the broadcast too, so you know my methods. Trip Moore back for Mary Persons' 3rd punt of the game. Flag thrown here. I'm looking down and wasn't paying attention at the snap of the ball, so I'm not quite sure what that flag is. Looks like legal formation, legal motion. So back them up 5 yards here. Make it about 4th and 13.
Yeah. Him and Ritter were chasing the same guy.
Trip Moore stands at about his own 14-yard line.
I don't know.
Goldberg back to receive the punt. Pretty high kick, high enough to get his players down there, and Goldberg's got a call for the fair catch. Right around Lovett's 40-yard line. And the offense will go to work again. Well, I got a little break here. I'm going to clean out this bin in our broadcast system, which we call the TriCaster. Got all these preloaded segments. I got to make sure the computer is ready. A little halftime promotional bit. So McAllister in shotgun again here. Ball's at Lovett 38. Hands off to Beery. Goes around the right side. Gets out about a couple tackles there and gains about 3.
Carried by number 34, Henry Beery, taken down by number 4.
Tell Pizzo, don't tell him to walk to the line of scrimmage, but tell him he can cheat it. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because he started in the wrong gap. I like it.
McAllister alone in shotgun here. Pump fakes. Goes all the way back out. Dangerous pass there to Beery on the side here as he was leaking out. Kelvin Harden was able to get his hand on that ball. Luckily, he slipped in breaking the pass up. I think we can thank the rain on that one for keeping the field a little wet. Made it tough for him to really track that ball down. So 3rd and 7 it'll be here.
Well, the good news is
Ball at Lovett's 41. McAllister in shotgun again. I don't believe we've had a play under center yet. That's football in 2019. Beery comes in motion, fakes a handoff. Ball's thrown deep. Oh, almost a fantastic catch by Charlie Hogue there. Ball was a little bit overthrown, but it was thrown just what it needed to be to get that separation on the Mary Persons defender there. Looked like DJ Martinez in coverage. They got a few sophomores playing here at Mary Persons. I believe they had over 30 seniors leave the team last year. One of the most impressive high school football teams I think I've ever watched, including those years we had to face Buford. They had about 5 state championships in a row in the late 2000s there. Nice looking high punt there. Who is the punter again? I'm already forgetting. Is it Ritter Wyndham? Somebody with a single digit. I think it might be Aiden Camillo. That's it, I believe. Short-term memory loss getting me there, as it always does. Looks like Mary Persons is checking in a different quarterback here. The high sun at 5 o'clock is making it hard to read his numbers. 18. He throws it out there to Trip Moore, the punter, as well. He was able to escape Pinkston there, get to the outside edge, and gain about 15 yards or so. Looks like Gavin Vining is the quarterback, who is 16. Logan Hickman. Either way, they're both freshmen. Both impressive. And swings it out to the side there, and somebody's trying to rip the ball away.
That's how you set the edge, Goldberg. He had nowhere to get outside. That's a great job.
Weisowitz was trying to rip the ball away while he was keeping up. You can hear Jamie Palmer cheering on Cole Peisowitz there. Give you a little inside look on how the coaches feel about the players. Fakes a handoff inside and hands it outside. And thankfully for Mary Persons, Adrian Hewley's able to keep his hands on the ball. Keep him from disaster there. And it is Hickman, that's quarterback, that's checked in for Mary Persons. Freshman QB. Not something you see very often. I'm not sure if Harris has an injury of some sort, or maybe they're just trying something else here after being stalled in their last 3 drives. Rolls out to the right, and the ball is a little overthrown there to Trip Moore. Didn't quite have the separation from Pinkston on that one. But an impressive, quick little drive there for the freshman Logan Hickman, and Mary Persons' punt team is back on the field again.
11, we got it.
Y'all are welcome to, you can speak at a normal volume. It actually won't pick it up. Oh, no. Oh, you're good. You're good. You can do it in here. It'll be just fine. Nobody will hear anything. There's the punt by Moore. Goldberg is back there to receive it. Pulls a nice move there on the Mary Persons punt cover. Brings the ball up to Lovett's 40. Late flag thrown. I'm guessing it's something against the Lions, judging by Coach Franks' reaction. Blocking the back, it looked like. Looked like a pretty late flag for a block in the back there, and that is what the call is. So they'll mark off the yardage here for the block in the back. A little move backwards 10 yards. Start at their own 31-yard line here.
They ran the same play the other side. Goldberg played it perfect, and then Ritter came in a little high, but we were right there.
McAllister and Beery will set up in the backfield here. Takes the handoff to Beery. Pump fakes once, throws deep, and just not quite enough height to that one. Not quite enough separation there for Andrew Pinkston. As Adrian Healy's able to keep that pass from being completed.
Broken up by number 4, Adrian.
A lot of incomplete passes. I don't know. Go with go in there. Ball.
Sounds like there's no air conditioning in the concession stand. If those TVs are on and the concession stand can hear me, there should be help on the way. McAllister rolls out to his right there and is not able to complete the pass to Beery on the sideline, on the Mary Persons sideline. The Lions will have one more chance here to keep this drive alive. Gonna use this chance to clean out the TriCaster.
Did you hear me? Yeah, Hollingsworth at King, Barry. Don't do his fucking job. Don't overplay. Find him. He's down here. He's down here. He's to your right.
McAllister in shotgun again, fakes the handoff to Vols. He's not quite able to, is able to escape from the pressure, fires the ball downfield to Pinkston, who gets a hand on it, but so does DJ Martinez from Mary Persons and nearly picks it off. The ball could have gone either way there, either a long Lovett gain or a Mary Persons takeaway, and Lovett will once again get pump formation with Aiden Camillo. Stevie Bracey's snap to Camillo is solid. The punt less so, but it travels well. Down to about Mary Persons' 25-yard line.
25.
Quick throw there by Logan Hickman, who remains a quarterback. Out to the wide side of the field to, looks like Malik Harris, who's checked in at receiver.
For number 5, Malik Harris.
So we'll switcheroo here. Maybe give something the Lions, a look that the Lions didn't quite prepare for. Try and switch things up. Hickman hands off there to William Stewart for a 5-yard gain up the left side.
Ball carried by number 2, William Stewart, taken down by number 35, Henderson Neal. Second, third, and 4.
Snap to Hickman and shotgun, hands it off there again to Stewart, who runs about the same play there towards the left side and is able to gain about 4. And we'll see what decision
We have 2 timeouts.
here the Mary Persons sideline will make. Early decision here for Brian Nelson. We'll have it about 4th and 1, about a full 1 yard at their own 34. It looks like they're going to line up to go for it at the very least. Stewart in the backfield there with Hickman, and Stewart will get the handoff around the left side. About the same play they were doing, he breaks it wide open. He looks like if Pinkston can catch him, he's not going to. Neither Goldberg nor Pinkston could get up to him, and they run the ball in from 4th down. What is that? Let me do some quick math here. From the 40-yard line, 60-yard touchdown there by William Stewart. And it looked like it was essentially the same play they ran the prior 2 plays. Line up to the right of Hickman. Little zone read looking play, and just hand the ball off, and he was able to get through that first line of defense there, and nobody far enough back to keep him from getting into the end zone. As Julian Rivera converts the PAT. So the score is now tied here, midway through the second quarter.
And I couldn't tell. I need to see it. I couldn't tell if Tom got.
Mary Persons has 1 incomplete pass and 3 runs. Or 3 runs, I believe, on that drive. The last one being a 60-yard touchdown for William Stewart. See if I can't find y'all a promo here. Lovett's True Blue Annual Fund raises close to $3 million on an annual basis to support the school's most immediate needs. We rely on the support of our entire Lovett community to meet our fundraising goals and provide every Lovett student with the highest quality education possible. Thank you for being True Blue. Getting quite a few of those True Blue emails in my inbox these days. I believe I'm a contributor, or I have in the past. Go back and make sure I am up to date for 2019. I've only got a few classmates to beat in that regard. So Goldberg back to receive this kickoff from Rivera. Short pooch kick. Out of bounds. Anderson Beaver throws up the fair catch signal, but the ball does travel out of bounds at about the 33 or so.
I thought he had a blue out.
So Mary Persons will be penalized.
Is the end zone working? That guy's offside.
McAllister in shotgun with balls. Play being signaled in there from the side from Christopher Fielden, Coach Moak. Here he flares out left, couldn't find anything. Pinkston is doing an in route, it looks like, and wasn't open and decided to continue further downfield, and McAllister tried to check him off, but he could not complete that pass.
Defended by number 4, Adrian Hughes.
Adrian Hughes
From the
there.
other side of the field. They both chased him.
The pass breakup. McAllister shot pistol set there, hands off to Beery, who is not able to get beyond 2 yards there.
He would have cut that.
Third and 8 or so at Lovett's 40.
Number 34, Henry Beery with the carry. Taken down by number 39, Thomas Moore, and number 28, Lamont Jones.
Yeah, I wish I could see it on film. But somebody did not fill their gap.
McAllister in shotgun again with the balls to his side, fakes the handoff to him, looks towards his left and holds the ball a little too long. Blocking couldn't quite keep up there, and Trey Jones is able to get to McAllister on the sack from Mary Persons. And line up for a punt again.
By number 25, Trey Jones.
So promising start for the Lions here. When the game first began, they have stalled out on their last few drives. Mary Persons, who appeared to be doing the same, if not for a 4th down breakthrough on their last drive, which tied the game up. And we will see a familiar play once again, a punt.
They got 12. Nope, no 4th down. They still have 12.
Looks like Alan Cowenbergs is watching the broadcast right now. Alec, I'm glad that you're spending such a crucial Saturday giving me notes here instead of being at Music Midtown. Very smart of you. I appreciate the kind words. I think I need you up here, though. Bennett's been stealing too much of the spotlight. Miller back to punt. High punt there.
Pick it up.
And Martinez for Mary Persons just doesn't even attempt it. Just yells Peter and the team stays away, and Lovett downs the ball. And Mary Persons, 37 or so, which is where they will end. I do another little promo here. Why not? I got format sheet out in front of me. Here's one for Breakthrough Atlanta. The summer program hosted on Lovett's campus pursues a dual mission to increase academic opportunity for highly motivated, underserved students, get them into college ready to succeed, and inspire and develop the next generation of teachers and educational leaders. They have Harris back at quarterback there in shotgun. He hands the ball off. It looks like to Stewart again,
Ball came out.
who drops the ball there. Not sure if they are going to call that a fumble. They are not. I'm not sure if he's down, but you know what? I got the TriCaster foot there.
Get a call, get a call, get a call.
See if we can't throw a replay here. And it does look like he is down before the ball comes out. Harris takes the ball in shotgun and hands off there to Kelvin Harden. He's able to gain about 3 yards. So nearly a break for the Lions there on the potential Stewart fumble, but he was wrapped up and on the ground before that ball came squirting out. So Harris firmly back in at quarterback on this possession for the Bulldogs. Hands the ball off to Stewart on another little read. He's around the left side again.
He's not going. He's just sitting there trying to read. Go with Alan Poe.
He'll pick up about 7 yards there. Mary Persons will have a short 3rd down distance here to continue the drive. Harris again in shotgun, flanked by Stewart. Stewart fakes like he's going to his right and takes the handoff, and he's able to pick up enough for a 1st down. They throw a flag there. I'm assuming that might be for a face mask. I'll load that up in the old replay system here. See if we can't see what happens. Looks like a face mask there by Luke Wall. So expect to tack on 15 extra yards here as we get the call.
You want Allen?
Indeed is a personal foul face mask on Wall there. As he checks out of the game. William Stimmel replaces him. So move it up 15 yards. Mary Persons will have it at the Lions 25.
Yeah.
bit of a broken handoff there, but Harris is still able to break it out for about a 20-yard gain there. Takes it up near the 11 5-yard line. Bit of a broken play, but there is a flag.
Number 5, Malik Harris with the
See
carry.
if I can
Pushed out of bounds by number 19.
load up a
Chris.
cheeky little replay here and not figure out what was going on that play. It is an illegal formation, it would appear, on Mary Persons. He's down. So back up that 20-yard gain there for Mary Persons. This is why I need you here, Coach Franks. Quality control. You know? And Miss Franks. Thank you very much, Mrs. Franks. Actually, that is, I don't know why I'm thanking Coach Franks. That was clearly your doing. Your excellent discipline and keen eye. Keen ears, rather. You can pick up that microphone if you want any time as well, Coach Franks, if you ever wanted to. That's right.
Tell him to go to his gap.
See if I can't find another one of these sponsors here. See one that's marked with the graphics, but let's see if I can find that graphics for y'all real quick, if I can do it in enough time before play resumes. Dan, dan, dan. Well, I don't see the corresponding graphic for the sponsor thank yous, but we can shout them out all the same. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, First Landmark Bank, Center State Bank now I believe it is. Played Against Sports, Buckhead, Concord Pharmacy, Atlantic Grill, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, the Metro Atlanta YMCA. See those before every broadcast on our billboard. So Harris back in at shotgun with 3 players flanking him, fakes the handoff, and he's got a wide open Adrian Hewley down the left side for the Mary Persons touchdown. Fake the handoff there, and I believe Hewley was coming out of the backfield. Let's see if we can get a replay of that in time. Bear with me, y'all. Let's see if I can't find out what happened here. So Rivera lining up for the PAT, and Goldberg almost gets a hand on it coming through there, but he converts it. We'll take another look at this touchdown here for Mary Persons. Looks like he fakes the handoff to Stewart, and Hewley is running up that left side and gets past Ritter Wyndham there for the easy touchdown. Pitch and catch. And the Lions go down 14-7 here. Nearly done with the first half. So Rivera sets down his neon green football holder, whatever you call those things. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. What are those things called? Somebody feel free to text me and let me know what you call those things. You put a ball in, little stand. Does another little pooch kick here. Anderson Beaver running up for it, but the ball is far out of bounds that time. Went straight to a Mary Persons coach who just kicked it right down the sideline to his ball boy. Perhaps a little disappointed in that kickoff by Rivera, who has not been able to keep that little pooch in bounds. So another procedure penalty for Mary Persons, and we'll move that ball to the 11, 40-yard line. About 3 minutes to go here. Castor starting shotgun again. See if they can't drive it down the field. 60 yards here. Calster fakes a pass and keeps it up the middle for about 6 yards there. Nearing midfield. Tebow Brooks getting up a little slow there. Running downfield trying to clear the path for McAllister.
I know what you're saying about the bullying, but
McAllister fakes the handoff, fires it out to Goldberg, who's able to shake two men out there, and they're still tussling a little bit. Brought down by O.J. Evans, it would appear. Maybe that's wrong, because this guy's a freshman, O.J. Evans. I might be seeing the wrong number. 39, Justin Hicks says. Thomas Warren. It looked like it was. Hard to separate those 9s and those 5s from this distance in this sun. Thankfully, I can hear Justin Hicks behind the PA mic, giving the correct calls on the catches and tackles. And it looks like we got a Mary Persons player getting anxious on the play, as Jimmy-On Dennis jumps off sides there. Move the ball up 5 for the Lions. Goldberg checks out of the game after that long catch and run.
what if we mac or mug him? Mac or mug him?
Givens and Beer here on the left side of the formation, and McAllister keeps it straight up the middle for about 5 yards, and should be enough for the first down. Looks like the line judge is waving on the Lions crew there. Text from Ross Pope, class of 2009. Bama just gets literally every call. Common complaint there. They should be watching this game, not Alabama, I think. Up, low snap there to McAllister. He's able to wrangle it together. He's cut down low there by Kelvin Harden. Tebow Brooks, I believe he's the center. Looked like that was a rare low snap there. Trickled back to him. Not too wild for McAllister to corral it and fall forward for about 3 there. 2nd and 7 here at the Mary Persons 22. Another play comes in on the sideline there. Coach Moak and Christopher Fielden. McAllister fakes the handoff to Beery. A bit of pressure. He's trying to escape, run to the left, and couldn't quite get the edge there, as Andre Jackson was keeping contained for the Bulldogs. And he falls forward for about no gain. So keep the distance, change the down. 3rd down here for the Lions with about 45 seconds left to go. And it looks like the same player for Mary Persons jumps again. Who is that? Jimmy-On Dennis, right? Is it 62 or 52 there? It would appear to be Jimmy-On Dennis, who cuts down on the distance a little bit for the Lions. Still third down, a little less than a yard to get the chains moving.
Out nose blue, where they had the illegal formation.
Another low snap by Brooks. McAllister corrals it. He's trying to get away. Escapes, and Beery's wide open for the easy Lovett touchdown. And McAllister's congratulating the Mary Persons players for the pressure on that one. Impressive play by McAllister to be able to corral that ball after another rare low snap by Tebow Brooks. And what looked like a busted play ended up being a wide open touchdown to Beery, who just slinked up that left sideline. Let's see if I can't get a replay ready for y'all after this. While Beery sets up for the PAT.
The other option is
Snap is good. Beery boots it through, and the Lions are able to tie it up here at the end of the first half. About 30 seconds left. Not even sure where that drive started, but good looking. We'll see if we can see what happened on this snap here to McAllister. You can see Beery escape there on the left. Clear-cut touchdown for the Lions. Beery boots it long there, right at the Mary Persons goal line. Adrian Hewley is not able to corral it immediately and rushes forward to about the 20, and Aiden Camillo's helmet comes flying off there on the tackle. Take another look at that touchdown. Well, we got a shot here since I wasn't quite paying attention. Things going on as it is. Snap low there by Brooks, and McAllister just goes rushing to his right. You think he's just going to try and run and get away from the pressure and pick up the first down. He only had less than a yard to go, but Beery ends up being wide open down that left sideline. Instead of moving the chains, they move the points on the scoreboard. Tied up here, 14-14. And I am not even sure what the penalty was on Mary Persons. Something typical of a kickoff, you'd imagine, since they moved it back 10 yards. They'll have 27 seconds here with all three of their timeouts, so they may try something, but it looks like they're going to take a knee. Indeed, they will take a tie into the halftime. The referees are discussing something here. Did Lovett take a timeout? No. Clock is running. Like they think something's wrong with that football. Deflategate. Deflategate 2.0. So says Betsy James. So that'll be the half. Not sure what was going on there with the referees. Maybe they snapped the wrong ball. Maybe Mary Persons stole one of Lovett's balls. You got to get those ball boys focused. I used to do that in 7th grade. Tough job. Anyways, Lions will go in at halftime tied up. And normally at this time, if this was the game from last night, we would have had an interview with head of school Meredith Cole. But as we do not have a full broadcast team here tonight, we will be likely postponing this interview with Miss Cole until, oh yeah, absolutely. We will be postponing this interview until likely a later date. So hopefully stay tuned for that in the future. And in lieu of that, why don't we take a look at upcoming sports and what has recently been going on around the riverbank for the Lovett Lions.
Welcome to a day in the life at Lovett. This is your space to learn, grow,
2, 1.
and explore.
Welcome to Becoming a Maker.
Welcome to your first lunch with lifelong friends.
Welcome to Fellowship.
Welcome to being a part of the team.
Welcome to finding your voice.
I know it's Saturday, darling, and I apologize. I hope you had a great day.
Welcome to Love It, a school that focuses on the whole child. I look forward to meeting you. Go Lions!
Sorry about that, everyone. Just had to run downstairs to grab a Chick-fil-A sandwich there to break. Make sure I'm holding the right mic there. There it goes. Whew. Had to clean up a few wires that were left out in the rain last night. Move the microphone a little bit so we don't hear the coach's audio too much. Gonna shut that down. Hopefully the sound of the natural sound of the game sounds a little better. If it doesn't, just text me. So anyways, I'm gonna somehow try and find some time here up in the press box. All by myself here. To eat this little Chick-fil-A sandwich that I went and got down in the press box. Free advertising for Chick-fil-A. Probably need to find out how to get in touch with them. See if they can't give us a little more cash for this telecast. Really beef it up so it's not just me up here today. I'm just kidding. We have an excellent telecast team here for the Love It Network. Group of 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. So Beery's gonna kick it away here to start the second half. Pooches it a bit. The Mary Persons player looked like Adrian Bewley, hustling up there to grab the ball. You know what? I'm going to shut these blinds a little bit because the sun is really peeking through right now. This is where I'd get one of the PAs to help shut the blinds, get a clearer view here of the action. So Harris back in a quarterback for the Bulldogs. Hands it off to, looks like Hewley there instead of Stewart in the backfield. That is Stewart, indeed. Almost ahead. For a little over 5 yards.
Carried by number 2, William Stewart. Taken down by number 3, Bull Weissel. Second and 5.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 at the Mary Persons 35. See that same formation they were in on that touchdown pass. And they break contain there. Wyatt Curry's able to get to the outside there and pick up the first down and more for the Bulldogs. Looks like they were able to get to the outside of Bracy there. Catch the edge. Ball on the left hash here, the Bulldogs. Harrison shotgun with Stewart flanking him. He fakes like he's going to the right, takes the handoff up the middle, and there's a stack of Lions there. Looks like he's brought down by Carter McIntosh, Luke Ham, and Tom Bethea all teaming up together for only about a gain of a yard for the Bulldogs. Harris back in shotgun again. Swings it outside here to Trip Moore, and he could not get to the edge there. Pinkston makes a great play. You can see Coach Muschamp congratulating them for keeping them from the break and contain there.
Anderson Beaver and number 6, Andrew Pinkston.
Let's see if I'm trying to do a quick quick little replay here. Well, it's 3rd and 14. Let's see what happens on this crucial play to start the first drive of the second half. And Harris is unable to escape the pressure there, as it looks like Luke Wall and Tom Bethea are able to take him down for the sack after the pressure by McIntosh. Looked like he was able to get past Austin Starr there on the right side, the tackle on the right side. Why don't we take another look here at Pinkston. Nope, I didn't rewind it back far enough for y'all. That's what's going to happen today on a broadcast like this. Didn't rewind it quite far enough back to be able to see Pinkston keep him from going to the outside on the previous second down play. So Moore, who got brought down by Pinkston on that play, kicks it to Goldberg, who catches it at his own 15 and is able to get past 2 and 3 now. Running all the way to the right here. He's got Moore there in front of him, and he's able to get past him just a little bit, but enough pressure to leverage him out to the 50-yard line there. So we'll start at midfield here for the Lions. Nice run back for Goldberg. Let's see if we can't quickly bring up a little replay of that, shall we? Let's see if we can rewind this far enough. That's a little too far. Not quite quick enough. So McAllister's in shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Beery. He's looking downfield. Couldn't find anybody. Tries to dump it off there to Logan Givens, who couldn't quite get up high enough to corral it. See if I can't get a little replay here of Goldberg's punt return. It's the punt by Moore. I believe Goldberg catches about, the Lovett 15. He's able to escape quite a few there to the outside, getting to the edge. Able to cut inside and lose one more defender. Traverses all the way up to the 50. Here we got McAllister in shotgun, who fakes the handoff, tosses it out to Pinkston, who does a quick little end. About 5 yards there for a second down gain. So the Lions will have it third down here, 5 to go. Right back at midfield. Pauses to get a play in from Coach Moak and Fielding on the sidelines. Looks like Ball steps up in formation, and McAllister takes the direct snap and has a clean line of sight after Balls lines up on the left side and left side of the line. Makes a path there for McAllister to rush through for about 10 yards and pick up the Lions first down. Now it's probably about 15 yards. I'm looking at 3 screens right now. Not catching everything. Now, what am I talking about? I am catching everything. I'm just getting it to you slow. So McAllister goes under center for what feels like the first time in the game. Sends Givens in motion. Slightly fakes the handoff for play action to Beery and tosses it back out to Givens. He makes a nice gain there, up to about the Mary Persons 20, but there is a flag on the play. They're on the far side. Looks like they have a legal man downfield. See if we can't get a replay of this, see exactly who it was. Of course, the referees aren't mic'd up. High school football. What can you expect? They should be. Let's see what happened on this play. Yeah, I couldn't quite see if there was a lineman there that went downfield. Here you go. This is how how the action happens in real time. You got to replay it like this. But you know what? I'm probably not going to be quick enough to see before this next play begins. Yeah. McAllister takes the snap and shotgun. The ball's batted down immediately at the line of scrimmage. In fact, I'll just give you all a little replay of that since I spent a little too long seeing who the illegal man was downfield. Give you the full breadth and understanding of this bat down. And it was a screen set up to Beery there. Let that first line of defense through, and it looked like he had an opening, but McAllister couldn't quite get it past the height of the Mary Persons defenders there. It's McAllister lone shotgun set again, and Beery comes in motion. He fakes the handoff. Balls is out to the left. He had Bracey wide open streaking down the middle of the field. The ball was a little in front of him. Let's see. Try a cheeky little replay on that one. See Bracey running up the middle of the field there. And he is open. Perhaps a little tough with the sun getting a little lower, the glare getting a little stronger there. Here it's about 6:26 local time on the riverbank. Beery in motion again, fakes the handoff. He's going right back to him out of the outside on third down, and he's able to get past 1, 2, and gets back about 5 yards to the original line of scrimmage. And the Lions will have the ball and a decision to make at the Mary Persons 39, rather. It'll be about 4th and 11 from there. About 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And it looks like we will send out Aiden Camillo on the punt team. Stevie Bracey wipes off his hands to get a good grip for this long snap. The snap is away. Camillo gets the punt off, high punt. It's going towards the end zone. Line up, takes a Lovett bounce. Does not go into the end zone. Probably actually wasn't close. It probably could have afforded to bounce the other way there. And the Lions will down the ball, I believe, at the looks like the 16 or so. Right where it was first kicked. I'm not sure who that was that kicked it. They physically tested it out. So Harris comes back out to lead the offense for Mary Persons. In a minute here, I'm going to try and run a few more promos since we didn't get to all of them in the first half. And we will probably recycle those since this is a smaller broadcast today. And Stewart was locked up on the left side of the field, and he just broke into the outside, and there is no one around him at all. He goes in for the long Mary Persons touchdown. 75 yards or so for the score to put the Bulldogs back on top. He was stopped up on the left side there. The Lions could not get their hands around him. I think Harris was able to make a little bit of a path for him to show him the clean way through. So Rivera lines up for the extra point, and despite Cyrus Walls' best efforts to block that, he was able to boot it through. So let's see what happens here on the replay. So he's bottled up there slightly. The Lions are not able to wrap him up, and there is just no contain on the left side, and Stewart is able to go in for his second 60-plus yard touchdown today. So what once again appeared to be a solid Lovett defensive possession. They are are unable to keep the big play off the board. Trying to rewind this just a little bit more. See if we can't see exactly how Stewart was able to get out of that. Let's see here. Took the graphic away so I get a little bit of a better look. And he is bottled up almost, but couldn't quite get there. The kickoff's been made. It bounces at the 10, and Goldberg's able to corral it and miss 2 defenders and get up past the 20 there. Get to your more standard starting position for the Lions. After the kickoff there. It's another tough break for the Lions on that possession. And they are once again behind. Which is a hole they have proven they can climb out of. So McAllister back alone in shotgun with Vols saddled up on the side there, and he swings it out to Beery, and he only gains a few yards. Looks like about 2 or 1. It'll be second down at the 22 or so as Bracey comes in to replace Pinkston. I think I'm going to have a little bite of my Chick-fil-A here. If I got enough water. If not, I'm going to text somebody. Tell them to bring me some water. Or I'll just say it over the broadcast. McAllister goes under shotgun again. Takes the handoff. Throws it outside. Who was that? That was a late hit as well. Throws it outside to Hoke. He's able to corral it. See if I can't do a replay and eat a sandwich at the same time here.
Pushed out of bounds by number 1, shirt 4.
Lined up under center. Rare time today, McAllister. Play action rolls to his left. Goes it back across his body a little bit. To Hoke, and there's a bit of a late hit there. To tack on 15 more, and the Lions will have it around midfield here. I need to remember not to hold the microphone close when I'm chewing, since this is not an ASMR video. For the older folks that are watching, ask one of your children in high school what ASMR is. So McAllister in shotgun again with balls to his left. He fakes the handoff again and goes right back outside to Pinkston. He squirts up the sideline for about 9 yards there.
Caught by number 6, Andrew Pinkston. Pushed out of bounds by number 9, PJ Martinez.
I do a replay right now, but my left hand's gripping a chicken sandwich. Beery comes back in motion here to line up in the backfield with McAllister, and he fakes the handoff to him and read options his way for a first down. About 5 yards there goes McAllister.
Carried by number 16, McAllister.
We'll have it
by number 39, Thomas. First and 10.
there, 38 or so it looks like. First down. McAllister alone in shotgun with balls sidled up again on the right side. Comes to block left, almost pull a little bit. McAllister finds a seam there up the left side for a nice gain. For 15 yards or so. Let's just do a little replay here. You can see the guard pull and balls come towards the left too, and both get the helmet on a body, and McAllister's able to squirt ahead near the Lions 20 here. Hear some sort of screaming down on the field. Not sure what that's all about. Sounds like it's coming from the Mary Persons side, which is mostly the band. If I had a camera to another camera here, I would show you all that. It's got about the size of a JV game. And McAllister fakes it again to Beery on the read option and rumbles ahead about 9 yards near the first down marker. So it'll be second down, the very short one here.
McAllister, taken down by number 2, William Stewart.
I believe our PA man, Justin Hicks, said he was brought down there by William Stewart, who would be playing both ways, number 2. I missed that.
All the way across the field. I would have been talking a little more that time.
McAllister rolls the right on play action, throws the ball in the end zone to Pinkston to bring the Lions within 1. I would have tried to talk more during that action, but I was feeling a little dynamic and took a huge bite of a chicken sandwich. I was not able to fully get it down before that play started. So I'll warm up a replay here for that touchdown. We fake the conversion, and it looks like that Hollingsworth goes in for the 2, put the Lions up 1. It's a good thing I didn't show that replay, because who knows if I would have been quick enough to catch that fake for the Lions. So it looks like I got 2 replays to load up here. See the touchdown. Had a mouthful of Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. But there was no play action there. Wasn't paying attention well enough. McAllister just rolls to the right. Pinkston's just slanting across there, down the middle of the field, wide open in the end zone. Nice throw across his body. Let's see if I can't get this. 2-point conversion as well. We line up for that little swinging gate formation that Coach Muschamp and Coach Moak are fond of. And we just flipped the ball there to Hollingsworth. And he has enough bodies there to go in for the easy 2-point conversion. I'm not sure if that is a Mary Persons player in pain or embarrassment on his knees there. But I would imagine more so he was just not happy with himself. So Beery will line it up for the kickoff here, and it looks like because I'm doing so many things at once, I forgot to put the scoreboard back on the screen here. Didn't catch what happened there because I needed to put the score back up. Went completely over my head trying to do all this stuff at once. Welcome to a Saturday broadcast of the Lovett Network. This will be the last time I ever do it. Oh, Alec Cowanberg's actually alerted me that the scoreboard disappeared. I see he sent that 3 minutes ago, so hopefully I didn't have it gone for long. And we were taking away for that long touchdown by Stewart. Trying to break another one there. Buffet and Mike Balls and Carter McIntosh are able to keep contained. Wrangle Stewart up on the line of scrimmage there. New second. Longer 10 for the Bulldogs. Pardon the chicken sandwich. So it looks like they're putting the freshman Hickman back in a quarterback here. He fakes the handoff here. He's throwing deep downfield. He's got a man. It is complete to Adrian Hewley. Pinkston is able to knock him out around the 35-yard line. So Hickman on the fake there. Harris was split out wide. He completes it to Hewley. See if I can't get a replay here in time. Yep, he just goes up the sideline. All on his own there. Pinkston's able to knock him out, keep it from going any further. Harris hands the ball off there to number 14, Wyatt Curry. Scrambles ahead for almost a first down. Got about 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Got about 60 seconds left on the sandwich. Sounds like they might be running the same play here, Mary Persons. Based on the coach's reaction, he does another QB read, but Harris is able to keep it this time and knock off Camillo's helmet. So he will have to be replaced here by Wade Shepard. He comes into the game. Let's see there. So essentially the same play that went off to Curry there in the previous play, but this time Harris keeps it for himself, picks up the first down, knocks off Camillo's helmet in the process. I don't remember helmets coming off that often when I was wearing them. Of course, I wasn't hitting anybody hard enough to knock a helmet off, so. Bracy breaks through the middle there. Off a little quick under pitch there to Curry. Little NFL style Andy Reid bit of offense.
Take it down for a loss by number 19.
Alex Smith, Pat Mahomes, Carson Wentz, Tom Brady style. Just take it off to the man in motion in front of you. Little miniature pass. Faux handoff there. Bracy slipped it out. It's a little pistol set formation here for Harris. Curry goes in motion, low snap. He picks it up and gets hit by his own man, Stewart. Bracy's nearly able to wrap him up and phase him and give him chase. Leisowitz gets hit with a big block. And it looks like Camillo was the one who ultimately brought him down. Ooh, let's see if I can load up a replay in time. We do have an injury on the field, it would appear. It's Harris. Took a leg there at the end of the play.
Taken down by number 5, Aiden Camillo.
So here's the low snap. Gotta make that replay graphic go a little faster. I'll work on that for y'all. Bracy's unable to wrap him up. Leisowitz takes a block here, and Camillo is coming towards him and lays off him a bit as Harris is going towards the ground. So it looks like his knee or his ankle might have been a little twisted up there. So I hope he's all right.
Johnson's volleyball team returns to the Riverbank.
Meantime,
Love Block Party next Friday and Saturday.
Let's see what we got here. We got an athlete of the week. Give me that. Where's that? Campus Shop athlete of the week is sophomore varsity pitcher, softball pitcher, Peyton Canali. Peyton has had a very strong year, throwing almost 50 innings and averaging a strikeout per inning. Her year is highlighted by her incredible starts at Parkview, Kennesaw Mountain, and Pace, and an excellent showing against Marison Home. At Parkview, Peyton pitched 7 innings while striking out 11 and giving up 3 runs. She pitched 8 innings with a very impressive 12 strikeouts and a huge 2-1 victory over Robert Pace. To cap off an excellent first half, Peyton once again managed a complete game against Marist, striking out 5 and only allowing 2 runs. Congratulations, Peyton Canali. You're our campus store athlete of the week. And if I was putting money on it, you might be athlete of the week again. Because we imagine we'll run all of our features once more, since this is a lower level broadcast. So Hickman has to check back in for the Bulldogs. It looks like Harris is out of the game right now, and he steps back to pass and throws it downfield, and it's picked off by Aiden Camillo, who rumbles up the right side and comes forward and brings it back to about Mary Persons' line of scrimmage, the Lions' 30-yard line there. Oh boy, let's see if I can do a replay in time here. Hickman, who has not thrown it down the middle of the field very often today, does so there, replacing Harris, and he is punished for it.
if I do not get this replay off in time because I rewound it too far, I will go to the play. But it looks like they were trying to set up a screen of some sort because the lineman didn't block, and he throws it deep downfield, thinks he has a man, and Camillo's standing there in the middle of the field. He's able to pick it off. So Beery goes in motion behind McAllister and takes the handoff and rumbles forward past a few Bulldogs for about 4 yards here. I wish I could tell you I was telling the truth in my estimation of how much of the sandwich I had left, but I'm afraid there's a little bit more, so I'm trying to keep the chewing to a minimum as Pinkston comes in to replace Beery.
Second and 6.
So Givens and Pinkston split out this side. Goldberg to the right. Tough little snap there from McAllister. Rolls to his left, looking for a man, and just sort of throws it away. Intended for Givens, but he was more so throwing that out of bounds. Got a little close to the sideline there. I believe that was number 42, Kelvin Harden, on the coverage for the Bulldogs, who was nearly able to keep at least a foot in bounds and perhaps take the ball right back away from the Bulldogs. So, catching a bit of a break there are the Lions. Skip Richard shout-outs for today. Fakes the handoff, does McAllister, and throws it a strike towards the right side of the field to Goldberg, who was cutting in. Can't rewind this far enough for a replay here. Changes that end point. And it looks like the Lions are letting the clock run out on the third quarter. There's the play action. To, I believe, Beery. Strikes at the Goldberg there. Right of the Lions, 44 or 3 or so. He takes it up near midfield. Lions will have it. Start of the fourth quarter. Switch directions here. We'll have the ball at their own 47-yard line as they lead it by a single digit, 22-21. Oh, let's see if we can't do a little linebackers golf promo. Get ready to tee off. Registration is open for the 2019 Linebackers Golf Tournament scheduled for Monday, October 21 at Peachtree Golf Club. The modified scramble format starts at 11 a.m. and concludes with a cocktail reception at 4 p.m. Information and registration can be found on the Lovett website. We also put that at the halftime show. You probably saw it twice and were very bored if you had the courage to sit through halftime. Is this my water or is this somebody else's water? I believe that's Coach Dixon's water. Stay away from that one. I wonder when I'm ever going to get invited to that linebackers golf tournament. I might have quit from the ages of 15 to 24, but I'll hit up Candler Park every now and again. Start of the fourth quarter here. Beginning of the fourth quarter. End of my chicken sandwich officially. This bite. I would worry about Goldberg there on your side of the screen. Looked like he was a little close to coming off sides. And we do play action. Throw the ball up the sideline near Goldberg where nobody can get it. DJ Martinez on the coverage there. A little bit of chatter between Martinez and the end of the Lions bench there. So Givens and Beery to the left and Pinkston on the right. McAllister alone and shotgun with balls up in front of him. And he fires the ball. Looks like I didn't have that right about Beery. It's Charlie Hoke, not Henry Beery, that was slided on the left. He'd be able to wrangle that in for a Lions first down. Probably not going to have time for a replay on that one. cut back to it, but I don't want to give you an incongruous sense of time here. Screw up the chronology of the game. And McAllister's on a quarterback keeper. Tries to go inside, but sees too many bodies and breaks it out left. And he is pushed forward on that tackle near the first down marker. Let's see here. Didn't have room up the middle. Brings it out left.
Taken down by number 75, Sherrod Jordan, and number 85.
Looks like Sherrod Jordan pushes him forward a little bit there to pick up a Lions first down. Big hit, but in the wrong direction for the Bulldogs. So again, we get Beery in motion for this familiar set. We hand the ball off to him, and he misses. He escapes 2 there. Was able to get up near another Lions first down.
Ball carried by number 34, Henry Beery.
He is able to. No. He's got about 8 yards there, so it'll be 2nd and 2 or so for the Lions. Bracy will check out of the game. McAllister in shotgun again. Looks like he was looking downfield, almost like a little mini screen set up with maybe only Gary as a blocker. I'm not sure if he's come back to the ball as well, but Logan Gibbons has the reception there.
Officially number 20, Logan Gibbons. Taken down by number 23, Colton Bell.
Lions will have it at the Bulldogs 21.
Oh, yeah, we can go in here. Here, wait for me.
Another play comes in off the sideline from Coach Moak fielding. And it is a keeper for McAllister. He's got 2 lead blockers in front of him. Looks like balls and somebody else.
Ball carried by number 16,
See who that was.
McAllister. Taken down by number 9, DJ Martinez.
Tough to tell on the little screen. Looks like Cal Barwis. Just trying to put a pat on the body there. It was enough to give the Lions 5 yards now. Second 5 on the Bulldogs 16. Here comes Gibbons in motion. Beery fakes the run to the left and takes the handoff on the inside. He's able to hurdle a couple defenders. Bulldogs there. Let's see. Fakes that little outside turn and takes the inside handoff. He's able to shoot ahead. Another Lions first down, and they'll have the ball. Goal to go at the 6. Pinks throws off a broken bit of paraphernalia on the sideline there. Piece of tape or a towel or something. McAllister takes the handoff, fakes it to Beery, keeps it for himself, and he's got a little bit of space there, and he's able to rumble in for a touchdown pretty easily as the confetti flies a little bit here. So similar bit of well-executed option play calling. That ain't working. Let's do this replay again. Stop that. Let's see what the referees are doing here. They're pointing out something to Coach Muschamp. I cannot tell what they're trying to indicate to him, but they're pointing off something all the way to the outside. I'm wondering if it's a weather warning of sorts. Weather? Like we're doing something with the weather there. Turns out it's the play clock. It needs to be reset. I think we're going to turn it off and keep the clock on the field. Let's take a look at that touchdown here. There's the read option that McAllister keeps, and
Has enough green space in front of him to take it those 6 yards into the end zone and put the Lions up a full touchdown, an extra point ahead. We'll see if they can stretch the lead to 8 here,
at the very least.
Swinging gate this time lines up for the traditional formation of an extra point. Snap from
Gracie to John Russ is clean.
It's good.
Gracie is doing the long snaps on the extra points as well.
So the Lions are able to cushion their lead to 8 here with just as many minutes to go left in the game against Mary Persons. And let's see, it's about nearing 7 o'clock local time. So I think it's time to raise these lines again. Now they're getting in the way. I can't see if I stand up. I think I can reach this one. Perhaps it pays to be over 6 feet tall. Should not have been a replay graphic. That's what happens when you have your mind on different things. More than that, this is not a replay, this is live. We'll take another look at the McAllister rush touchdown. He holds it for a while there as if he's deciding whether he's giving it to Beery or not. And wisely keeps it for himself. Lets Beery run into the rush and give himself a clear path. Beery is able to boot that all the way into the end zone, where the ball is then caught by Hughley. Could be Hughley, not quite sure. There is not also a pronunciation guide with the Mary Persons roster. That would be next level, I think. Let's see if we can't do another promo, shall we? Let's see. Let's do the faculty staff highlight. Maggie Dozier-Carr, who will probably be seeing another promo here in a few weeks. This week, the faculty staff spotlight is proud to recognize one of our own. Oh boy. Let's get this off the screen so we can see the play, shall we? There goes Harris. Around the right side, faking the inside handoff and takes it outside for a first down. Let's get back to Maggie here, shall we? Proud to recognize one of our own in the development office, class of 2007 alumna and 14-year Lovett student, Maggie Dozier-Carr has returned to the Riverbank as our new Director of Annual Giving. And Maggie is certainly no stranger to Friday Night Lights, as she used to be our beloved Lovett Lion mascot. Thank you, Maggie, for your loyalty and service to Lovett. And I believe that was Stewart around the right side. I'm trying to read a sheet, promo sheet, and see what's going on. It does look like that was Stewart who was able to pick up a few yards there. We'll set up Mary Persons for second down. Let's see if we can't find the scoreboard here again on the graphics display. So Maggie Dozier-Carr, alumni spotlight. Oh, no, not alumni spotlight, faculty spotlight, but also happens to be an alumna. She's got one great brother by the name of Taylor and one so-so brother by the name of Graham. The Dozier's being a big Lovett family, along with the Denny's and the Griffiths. Great group of folks. Sans Graham, of course, who I already mentioned, is quite a hassle to deal with. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. So the Bulldogs will have it third down here. A little less than 1 to go at the Lions
at their own 39 rather. And it is Hickman at quarterback, and he leaves the ball for Kelvin Harden there to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. The Rumbles ahead for about 6 and don't have it at their 45. As the band urges him on down the field. Oh, let's see if I can't mark these promos next, make it easier to see. We'll do one more here at least. So Hickman's still in at quarterback. I believe Harris is down for the count as it stands, and Stewart takes the handoff and is able to escape the two Lovett tacklers there. And it looks like he has enough to pick up the first down, as the band does indicate for us that they at least believe it's first down, and it is.
Pushed out of bounds by number 5, Aiden Camillo.
So it looked like number 25, Carter McIntosh, who had his hands on him, that he was able to wriggle out of his grasp, and Camillo was there to keep him from going any further, leveraged him out of the sidelines. Side of the field. Where's that promo? So Hickman's in shotgun again, gives the ball off to Stewart again, who's coming around the left side, and it looked like Ritter Wyndham sort of tripped a bit and fell to the ground. Stewart, as he got to the edge, tried to cut back inside, and almost Wyndham being on the ground right there as he loses his footing keeps Stewart from pushing ahead a few yards as Pinkston wraps him up along with Bizewitz. So he's only able to gain about 4 there, and it looked like he was about to get more. So we'll also have a 2nd and 6 at the Lions 41 with 5.5 minutes left to go. And Harris is back in at quarterback. He swings it out to the right to Hewley, who runs into his own man a bit as, who is that holding him up there? Is that Bieber? Looks like it's the freshman Anderson Bieber. It's able to hold up the block and keep him from breaking contain there. As, who was that coming around in there? Was that Camillo? It's tough to read on this small little screen here. I don't have the big monitor in front of me. That stays down at the play-by-play end, but I can't really, there's so many devices in there. Can't really put them all against each other and use it all. And Harris fakes the handoff, goes around to the right side, and he is not able to get to the sticks, as it looks like Grant Turner is the one who brings him down there. Or who is that? William Stemmel, I think.
Number 5, Harris, taken down by number 51, Grant Turner.
I think it was Turner, according to our excellent PA announcer, Justin Hicks. Let's see if you can't see who that was. It was Turner. So they are going for it on 4th down here. 4th and 4, no man's land here. They fake the handoff. They do give it to Stewart, and Turner's there again, unable to bring him down, but it looked like Bizewitz was maybe the one to take him down officially. Let's check that on the replay. I hear the coaches saying Grant Turner again. He did make a nice play. So let's see what happened on that 4th down. Crucial stop for the Lions. Really swinging momentum in their favor. And that is Turner who's able to fight off that block and get out there. And it's Mike Valls officially that wraps him up and keeps a strong enough grip to keep Stewart from breaking another one of those tackles for a long run. The Lions will take over. Turnover on downs, and they will have the ball at their own 39-yard line. Let's see if we can do a promo real quick. Big moment. No, we'll wait. We'll wait. Big moment in the game that was. I'm trying to do replays. Can't quite get to Neil Hicks's promo. Neil, I know you're watching. Let's see. Is that McAllister taking the handoff? I'm going to do a little replay here because I was not paying attention. Slide in this chair. Let's see what happens there. McAllister fakes the handoff to Beery and just steps over number 42, Kelvin Harden there. Oh, should have some of these Mary Persons players memorized, but seeing the same numbers a lot, but you know, I know a lot of people are watching from the Mary Person side. And if I screw it up, I'm going to be getting lots of letters and phone calls. So if there's a little bit of delay in making sure I get the name right, that is the reason why. McAllister steps back, fakes the pass, and runs out of bounds there to the left side. So the clock will stop there with 3:36 to go, and it'll be third down for the Lions. So not a chance for the clock to run. Mary Persons does have all 3 of their timeouts. The Lions will have it 3rd and 8 here. Not really a running distance, but with the clock where it is, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep the ball in bounds here. Try not to stop it again. Maybe force Mary Persons to use one of those timeouts here if they don't pick up the first down. So Beery comes in motion. McAllister steps back to pass, and he throws it outside, and it is picked off. And there goes Harden. He's going to score very easily. And that is a tough break for the Lions. Step back to pass on 3rd down with a little more than 3 minutes to go. And sort of zone coverage there, I think, by the Bulldogs. And McAllister just throws it out to the outside. I'm not sure if that was Givens there or what. I'll do a replay here, see if I can't back this play up. They will line up to go for 2 here, so we'll wait for that replay. Try and tie the game up. Mary Persons will. So they've got Hickman lined up at quarterback under center. I'm not sure who that was that they just sent in. It looked like number 19, Jamarian Brown. He throws a fake. And that pass is incomplete for the 2-point conversion, which fails. 2.9 conversion, rather. Who was that on that coverage? Was that Wyndham? It is number 1, Colin Goldberg. So let's go. Quick little replay of both of those there. Let's first see the touchdown here and see who McAllister was intending that pass for. Boy, it's tough doing all this stuff at once, huh? And I backed it up a little too far here, so a little bit too long of a replay. Looks like he was trying to throw the ball to Hogan. You know, Hogan was the inside. He's not throwing to Beery. Looks like he's starting to load Givens, and Harden is able to pick that off. Good hands for a sharply thrown ball that wasn't thrown at him to be able to bat it to himself and take it in for Mary Persons' touchdown. And they are unable to convert on the 2 points with Hickman at quarterback, who throws the fade towards Goldberg. He throws it intended for Malik Harris, it looked like. That's who it was. So Harris, and they will line up for an onside kick here. Harris, who's out of the game at quarterback earlier, looked like he had a bit of a ankle or knee injury, was lined up at receiver there, which he has been doing tonight. And Goldberg is tied up with him. Keeps that 2-point conversion from being successful. So Rivera's lined up for the onside kick, and the Lions have their hands team down there. I believe that's not, no, that is Rivera. It is Rivera. He does a pooch. Who is that over there? Beery? Or Beaver? That's Beery. 34 right. So with all 3 timeouts, I think the Bulldogs thought, let's not give them the ball near midfield. Let's keep those timeouts and kick it deep. But they didn't kick it that deep. They did their traditional pooch, got it to about the 25. And Beery's able to march it forward about 15 or so. Give the Lions the ball at their own 41. So we'll see what happens here. Whether they'll be keeping it on the ground or throwing it here. Lead has been cut to 2 since their last turnover. High snap, but McAllister keeps it, runs it towards the left side, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So we put that extra microphone there for the natural sound for the game to get all the crowd noise near the tunnel there. It sounded like I got a little reverberation of those kids' laughter from the tunnel. So apologies to anyone who is allergic to children's laughter. It's for anybody. So McAllister's in shotgun here. Rolls to his right and throws it out to Beery, who keeps his feet in bounds. And he is back to the line of scrimmage, maybe loses a yard or so. And it does look like the Bulldogs are taking their first time out of the half. They are indeed. Here we go. All right. I'm sure he's going to get another one of these, but spotlight him now in case anybody happens to be watching. But tonight's and maybe a future alumni spotlight, we might even do it next week. We might do 2 alumni spotlights and 2 faculty staff highlights next week. So people watching, but tonight it's Neil Hicks, who in February became the first ever inductee named in the Georgia chapter of the U.S. Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Before playing at Notre Dame, he was a Lovett 4-year letterman, leading the Lions to 2 state championships. We had a locked door there for a moment. Didn't have anybody else to unlock it other than me, so before playing at Notre Dame, he was a 4-year letterman, was Neil. Leading the Lions to 2 state championships, 3-time All-State selection, a 2-time All-American. Neil accounted for 187 goals. Jeez Louise. 103 assists in his Lovett career. Neil Hicks, the Lovett Alumni Spotlight shines on you. And on 3rd down there, McAllister keeps the ball almost ahead for 3 or 4 yards, and Mary Persons will take another timeout. So there's 2:24 left on the clock. I'll just put up Neil's graphic because why not? Oh, we have another timeout here. I will scroll back towards the scoreboard graphic. We'll see if we can't find another promo here for a timeout. Let's see. We got an alumni graphic. Let's see if I can't find that. Alumni of the Lovett School are located throughout the United States and in many other countries, but approximately 2/3 of Lovett's more than 5,800 graduates live in and around the Atlanta area. All Lovett alumni and former Lovett students are considered members of the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association's mission is to work for the benefit of the school by encouraging members through fundraising and participation in other alumni, school, and community-oriented projects. Let's get the scoreboard back up there, shall we? Alumni Association plans various events throughout the year, including homecoming, reunions, business speaker events, and Run and Love It. Lions will line up for a punt here. High punt, or high snap. And Camillo's racing back for it and picks it up. And is trying to punt it again. But Mary Persons will have the ball inside the Lions' 20. Disaster there. High snap by Bracey. Let's see what happened. Rewind this a little bit. So the Bulldogs catch another huge break. Very high snap by Bracey there, and Camillo is unable to corral it. Picks it back up and tries to kick it down the field, but nothing doing there. As the Bulldogs will have it just outside of 2 minutes inside the Lions' 15-yard line, and Harris is back in a quarterback and hands it off to Stewart, who takes it around the right side. Here's some coaches calling for a hold. Let's see what happened there. Yeah, looks like number 77 for the Bulldogs. That would be Jackson Campbell, 9th grader. That's a giant 9th grader. How big is this kid? They don't have weights on here. Looked like he caught him at the side there and on the pull there and brought down whoever the Lovett defender was. Harris takes the snap, hands it to Stewart again, who is wrapped up around the 5 by what would appear to be Vols. They're whistling heavy are the refs, and they are giving the timeout to the Lions. Let's see who that was on the stop. It looked like it was Vols that the Lions share of the tackling. Pardon that. Just show another replay from last night. That's not what we want. So the Lions unraveling just a bit here. Beginning of the 4th quarter. Trying to protect this 2-point lead over the Mary Persons Bulldogs with 1:25 left to go in the game.
Results from the meet include JV Pullman, 1st place. Varsity boys, 12th place.
Next week's game, however, on the Riverbank as well. In 2 weeks, I believe, there's an off week in the schedule. Lovett will be off next Friday, but we'll return back home on the Riverbank the following Friday, September 27th at 7:30 p.m. versus Cedar Grove. Be sure to come out, support your Lions, and make some noise. Because I'm not very good at that. I need people to come and make noise for us. So Harrison shotgun. Looks like he's going to hand it off to Stewart again, who slips down. As it looks like Bethea is there to keep him from going any further.
Carried by
The
number
Lions
2,
take another
Stewart.
timeout here
Taken down by number 70, Tom Bethea.
to preserve some time. So Stewart's trying to cut it back inside, and perhaps that torrential downpour from last night keeps his footing from keeping him upright and the other side of the field.
Timeout, Lovett Lions.
Well, I think I finished the majority of these promos here, but I did miss a little bit of copy here for the Lovett Alumni promo, which is just stay in touch with the Lovett Alumni community on Facebook and LinkedIn, or email at alumni@lovett.org. It's a little mouthful there, at alumni@lovett.org. And the field goal is, oh, he missed it. Oh, I thought he hit that through. Mary Persons misses the field goal to take the lead. As I'm mindlessly reading about promos, I can't keep my mouth together to just say at twice. I miss the fact that Mary Persons does not convert that go-ahead field goal there with Rivero. All right, we got a replay. Let's see. It's going to be hard to tell from this angle. We don't have a camera behind the goalpost, but I think he pushed. No, he looks like he pulls it because it's bouncing over there to the right. So he pulls it to his right, and the Lions will get the ball back out at the 20 there. Thanks to a missed field goal inside the 20, the Lions will get the ball back as if it were a touchback, have a little space here to operate, and I believe that operating space will only be for victory formation because Mary Persons has just a single timeout. So that will do it as McAllister high steps in celebration a bit after that first knee, after the Lions escape here. Very exciting postponed Saturday matchup with Mary Persons, who took it to the Lions last year. Down, oh gosh, where is Mary Persons? It's near Macon. I feel terrible for forgetting the name of the town. But it's a little over an hour south of here. And last year the Lions went in there and Mary Persons gave them all they could handle. some of the fiercest hits I've ever seen in high school football. Some of the fastest players I've ever seen in high school football. The Lions come back just a year later after losing quite a few seniors of their own, and are able to escape a nerve biter here at the end. Nail biter, nerve biter, nerve-wracking. I don't usually get nervous after watching my team play. I'm trying to do so much. Get promo in, get excited about a victory, as I know I'm supposed to be. And, I got a little excited there. So the Lions escape with a victory here on the Riverbank on a Saturday, a postponed game. 29-27 against the Mary Persons Bulldogs as the players line up at midfield to congratulate each other. Let's see if I can't run through these credits a bit. Let's thank our sponsors: Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, Center State Bank, Atlantic Grill, Melwood Springs, Natural Spring Water, Play It Again Sports, Buckhead, Concord Pharmacy, and the Metro Atlanta YMCA. So as we don't have the stats here, Lily Siegel is at home watching the broadcast, I believe, with Brandon Holmes putting these stats together for the Lions. She's probably having a tough time because she's getting distracted by how bad my broadcasting ability is. Or let's say telecasting, because Jim Clausen would be upset if we called it a broadcast, not a telecast. Then I'm sure she'll probably have to rewind it and make sure she got a few things right, because I was probably screwing it up there and distracted her. Let's see if these credits will work, huh? Credits for the 2019 Love It Lions, Love It Network broadcast: Ted Gilbreth, our athletic director; Michelle Pope, our sports information manager. Oh, there it went away. How do I bring this back? There we go. Mike Harner, our assistant athletic director; Katie Johnson. Come on now. Come on, Titler. All right. Katie Johnson, our other assistant athletic director; Betsy James, our OPS coordinator, ops coordinator. Is that OPS or ops? It's got to be ops, right? Greg Hamrick. What would OPS mean anyways? It's ops. She does operations. She's the queen, Betsy James. Greg Hamrick, director of information technology. Jim Clausen, our coordinating producer. Let's skip that guy. Tommy Wiggs, our camera coordinator up top, our only cameraman today. Besides, let's see. Oop, hit the wrong one. This little angle right here. See what I'm doing here? I'm sliding from, there's a monitor down here which I would use and I could see numbers on that. I'm trying to do the credits right here on the graphics laptop. I'm trying to do replays here. It's wild. Let's get back to the field. We don't want to be on me. Let's pull the field back on. There we go. T. Wiggs, our camera coordinator. Excellent job. My sweet dear mother who was not here. Spotter. Rachel Best, Network Control; Alan Goodwin, Media Coordinator; Lily Siegel, Student Statistician; Brandon Holmes, Student Statistician. Excellent statisticians, I might add. Alec Cowenbergs, who was doing quality control for me today and texting all the things that I screwed up. That if he were here, he would have gotten perfectly, obviously. We all know that. Student Production Assistant, does it all. Bennett Cowenbergs, his twin brother, also does it all. Did the broadcast for a quarter last night. Abby Daftari, Student Production Assistant. We got to come up with better descriptions for what y'all do, because it is do it all. Katie Freiberger, Student Production Assistant, sideline reporter. Tyler Lamberson, Student Production Assistant, does it all. Madison Peavy, PA Assistant, also, or PA Assistant, that would be superfluous. It's just Student PA. Madison Peavy, also sideline reporter, along with Grace Schneider. Jordan Siegel, Lily's little sister, does it all. Student PA, David Hayes of the Georgia High School Helmet Project. Todd Woodruff of ESC Network Operations. Randy Brightman of ESC Engineering and Support. ESC Network Engineering and Support. Oh, Lily, what are you doing here? You don't have to help me do anything. I don't know anybody came through that door. I think we got one thing left. Tonight's telecast brought to you by the Love It Network. Anything else to scroll through here? I don't think so. I thought you were watching this at home. Oh, you were? Oh, okay. You timed it right. How far away were you? How far away are you from home? 15 minutes? Oh, okay. So you timed it perfectly. That was quick. The game hadn't even been over for 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Me, don't let it go to my head. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see if there's any little sign-off info at the end as the team is. Oh, yeah. You want to pick up a mic? Sure? All right. That was crazy. I'm not, you know what, let's look at the replay. We got a replay here. I got our Queen's student statistician, Lily Siegel, in the press box with me. Let's see if anybody got a hand on that. This should be the kick. Did anybody get a hand on that field goal? Looked like he just missed it. We're trying to do a replay here. Yeah, I think he just pulled it to the right. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So tough break for Rivera there. Missing the go-ahead field goal down near, well, how long was that field goal? About the 6-yard line? 6 plus 17 is what? I can't do math. You're the statistician. 23-yard field goal. Not successful for the Mary Persons Bulldogs. Giving the Lions a win in the rematch against Mary Persons. That easily handed defeat to the Lions last year, as the crowd that came to the game, which was about the size of a JV game, disperses in congratulatory manner as everyone's going to go home and watch, I don't know, Auburn. Who are they playing? Kent State? Nobody cares. Auburn, I don't care. So let's wrap it up, shall we? Let's play one of these billboards here at the end. Great game by the Lions. Join us in 2 weeks for our game against Cedar Grove, also here on the Riverbank. Tough matchup. Lions with a couple nail biters out of the first 4 games here in the season against GAC and Mary Persons here. So we'll wrap it up. Me and Lily in the studio, just the two of us right now, as the Lions win it 29-27 against the Mary Persons Bulldogs. Oh, no, that's a highlight. We don't want that. There we go. Well, I mean, highlights are fine. We don't need it now. And we'll sign off. Dad, you're fired. Let's get the billboard in here, huh? Shall we? Take the graphic away. Slide it down here. Move the credits. Come over here, do the billboard, turn the mics off. Good night, everybody.
Love It Football is brought to you by the Love It Linebackers, Roots Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, Center State Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy, when you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA, here for Atlanta, here for good. And by ESC Networks.